What's up, everybody? Make sure we got everything working. OBS is having a conniption right now, so I'm going to minimize it so it doesn't give me the stroke message flashing going crazy. What's up, Kelvin? How's it going? Thank you for the follow. I saw you follow about an hour earlier. Celsadine is here. Leo is here. Warrior with the $2 and the $1 donation on YouTube. What's up, man? Thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Arjun is here. Let's go. Sam Stream. Welcome along. We've got 7 so far on YouTube, 8 on Twitch. Well, we got lots to do today, guys. I got 5 instances of Plarium open right now, or raid open. We're raiding our minds away. We'll give everyone a few minutes to trickle in. I thought I was going to have this big primal pool.
Emotional damage!
Zico is here. I thought we were going to have this big primal pool, but I think we only have primal shards on like 2 accounts to pull on. 3, I guess, if we pull in this one. Hey, look at this guy. This is one of my reroll accounts. I was playing it because I had a Geo and a Ferrokin. We pulled another Ferrokin, another Geo, and an Ileal. Isn't this nuts? And a Venomage, or a Umbral. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, this is definitely the best luck of any of the ones I had. The goat is here and it's not Glizzy. That's funny. Incoming Glath. Is that a raid? Oh, Galithir. Gotcha. Yeah, I hope so. So we have 1 here. 1 here. And this is just like a straight up login account. And then I need to log into some more.
He needs some milk!
Yep. And then, let's get these ready. I think it's just these 3. I think this one has more primals, but this is like an alternate account that someone gave me. That was pretty awesome. And then I won Bayek on it, so now I'm debating if this is going to become a main account for me. I don't know. My wife made me do it. Sure she did. Galithir typing is hard. Totally fair. It's at only 5. Did I stop counting? I only see the 2 and the 1. You told me to say that too. Made it now. I know, but it's my main account has so much stuff and so much progression. Alright, well, we're gonna pull these shards. Obviously celebrate our mythical. We're gonna hop on to Navinia's account. Try and give her the idea of what clan boss team she should be going for. And then I'm gonna log on to Zico's account. How long will the stream be? I don't know, probably 3 hours or so. Try not to stay up till midnight. It's 8 o'clock for me now, so probably around 11-ish. The class deck alone makes it main worthy. Yeah. 2 a.m. for you, geez, dude. I'm all about done with the fusion. Congrats, dude. I am behind. I mean, I'm still like on track to do it because I got the epic, but I'm not like, I need to get on there and grind. No, it's a great account. We can take a look at it before we're done. Alright, cool. So let's do our 3 promo shards. Wish me luck. Would love to see, honestly, a good Lego, but especially a mythical. Almost for sure it would be a giveaway unless it's like a brand new mythical, but 3, what is it, 0.5% or is it 1%? I think it's 0.5. And then, yeah, it would be a 1% on a 2x, which is still awful. Alright, so that account is just trash now. we'll keep it because what I've learned from reroll Raider is you keep these accounts instead of having to create net new ones for when more promo shards and stuff can happen. That way you just get more resources on it. Okay. This one, number 2. How goes the new accounts? One of them's going very, very well. And one of them's going okay. And these 2 are duds. Alright, last primal. 0 for 3. 1 for 3. Alright, 0 for 3. Well, I still have about 20 to 25 more accounts I need to log into. Some of which are on day 2 or day 3. 29 more accounts I need to log in with. We have gotten nothing good from the prisms. I do feel like decent epic accounts, but nothing very good at all. I hate promo shards, yeah. Bullsmith, that's better than mythical. Yeah, exactly. Got my 3 accounts in the second section of Arbiter. Almost done with second. Wow. Zinchi's here. What's up? Come on, go to this one. Yeah, this Klazak account's pretty juicy, especially now with Bayek. Those are 2 like void Legos that I do not have. We have 2 primals here, but again, if we're considering making this my main, I feel like I'm saving that for a 2x. I should have went for the fusion, but I just was too busy with the reroll stuff to think about it. So we did get a Venalicia. So Klazak, all the login champions, Demitha, Anchorite, Venalicia, Bayek, which is crazy. Just sad that we only have Ezio and Bayek, no Cassandra, no Edward, and no Bossum. We got a Cracklin. 2 of them here, but had to stay up for your stream. Well, I appreciate that, Ingrid. Got any ideas for what you do if you're stuck on Brutal Stage 10 with Corvus and Pelops? Probably re-gear them or roll their gear higher? Or take 1 to 6 stars? Or manual it is typically what I do. But yeah, I mean, this account, it's got a few crazy champions, but besides that, it's nothing like nuts. I'm trying to work on this. I have a 2 key and killable team that I'm trying to work on. I think I need to use Sanguinia for 2-turn block, 2-turn block debuffs. No, 3-turn cooldown block debuffs. That is a whole thing for another day. Can I have a Wix account, please? If I had one to give you, I would consider it. All right, we're gonna log into Navinia's account. So I need to remove some of these accounts from here. So Free Prism 15 is gone. Free Prism 13 is gone. Remove that one for now. And then I'll show you guys the 2 accounts that we're going to give away tonight. We already gave away the 1 in the Discord, or we're going to give it away. We already have picked a winner. We just haven't, the guy hasn't sent me the login info yet. So I don't know if Navinia is here. I don't know if it's Navinia or Navinja. I think it's Navinia. It's a girl in our Discord. Free to play, Navinia 81. So she was confused about what unkillable team she can go for. Oh, nice. Gonna take my notepad now. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we've got an Elva, but she's not booked, so that hurts. Could you have to stay up? No legendary books. So Elva's not going to work for a Heiress replacement or the Mithru Elva team. So we have Seeker, Haikatoon, Demitha. Demitha's booked. Seeker is booked. Haikatoon is booked. We have an Heiress. So we have a team. It's just what team do we want to use? make sure I'm not missing anybody. No real unkillable unless we're putting a Caffrey team. No real block damage except for Mytha, okay? And then... trying to see what filtering options we have, because we found a team that could work, but it needs Ruella. We don't have Ruella. I'm not seeing much, because I think what it might have to be is we have a Doom Screech. Doom Screech. Because he's like a budget seeker. Caretaker's here, what's up? Although 60 epics would book. Tide Master Dexicos work with Tide as his passive skill that gives a shield. Let me take a look. I have not looked at his kit well enough. I mean, yes, he would work with Titus, but Titus's damage is based off of how much damage or how big his shield is, and this isn't going to be a very big shield. This would be based off his Titus's HP, which you want to be low. It'll work, sure, but his skill would work no better than anyone else who can place a shield. Hone is here, what's up? Okay, I was gonna look at Doom Screech and see. 30% Terminator fill on a 3-turn cooldown. That's pretty tough to replace. I think only Arbiter does. Okay, so that's not gonna work. I think this is it. So Myth Seeker, we have these 3 champions. We just need block debuffs, which I thought could be Elbow, but it can't because she brings increased speed and because she's not booked. There's really only a few champions in the game that work, and Duchess is one of them. It's sad, you really don't want to waste your Duchess for Clan Boss. But that being said, you can put her in 2 builds. Honestly, this build might not be much worse than your new Clan Boss build would be in. Yeah, she would literally be 3 speed faster. So, interesting. Nope, she's 4-turn cooldown. Oh, I thought that was 3-turn cooldown. I wish. Wouldn't that be nice? Okay, so we have no block debuff options for that. Yeah, but marked is only for a 1-turn duration. That's the issue. So it is a 3-turn cooldown when it's booked, but she only places it for 1 turn. And for this one, we need 2-turn duration. Spirit Host is also only 1 turn. Yeah, I thought Duchess was a 3-turn cooldown, but she's not. I wish this could have been a Demitha team, but it's not, because Hakatoon goes first. Odachi, I'd go double check, but I'm 99% sure he's also 1 turn. Yeah, 1 turn. A lot of them are like this, where it's 1 turn block debuffs, 2-turn increased defense. Marked is the same way. Target ally. Quargans is conditional or something? Yeah. But still 1 turn and on a 4-turn cooldown. Like champions that I know off the top of my head that work. Brogni, Riho Bone Spear, Cardiel, Tatura Rhymehide. Might not be too many other ones that do that. So that's why I was hoping this could be a Doom Priest team, because they do have Doom Priest. But alas, it cannot. Hackhorn does it, you're right, good point. Hackhorn does it without books, right? Did we do that for your account, Zico? Someone's account? Okay, so that doesn't work. We have no Deacon. That's part of the issue here. We only have one Seeker, right? Yeah, only one Seeker. Interesting. Yeah, it's frustrating. So Deadwood's website is very inconsistent. So this is typically the true speed, but it's not. Her true speed is 315. So that would be very, very difficult. I mean, we can use Ezio as a 19% speed aura, which almost gets us up that step, but that means our Demetha needs to be almost 300. Very true. Very true. Evening, Dan. Welcome. Ask Leo how much he loves speed. Hello, Leo. How much do you love speed, too? Struggling with your clan boss team, I assume. Yeah, not a ton of options here. Junker with a subscription. Thank you, man. I appreciate that over there on YouTube. I mean, this is technically an option. We just need better stats. I'm basically did my new team for me. Did my team fail? Yeah, I'm gonna give away 2 accounts at some point. At some point during the stream. Nice, you're on YouTube and Twitch. Wonderful. Yeah, obviously you pull a Deacon, that changes everything. That's not gonna work. What other increased speed champions do you have? Exos Gaming, what's up, what's up? And then this is like a... Oh. Isn't there like a Painkeeper one or something? A budget myth here, that's the one with 2 Painkeepers. I think you said you don't have any Painkeepers. I feel like we talked about that in Discord. Have that as an option. Yeah, it really feels like we either need a 3-turn cooldown block debuffs, or we need a beacon, or we just need faster speed. So you mentioned Farming Dragon. I think it's possible to do this Mythfu team. So the Mythfu is Demetha, Fushan, or Demetha, Eris, and Seeker. And then Fushan is here to be a speed, aura, and damage. So you would just bring in someone else, like we would sub in an Ezio and change the speed numbers here. And then a DPS. So it's doable, right? But like let's check the calculator. So Demetha is your fastest champion. So she needs to be roughly 314. So then if we change this down to 19. Yeah, she needs to be about 295 speed. You can't just like substitute a High Katoon for a Deacon. They have very, very different skill sets. They have the same speed aura, but like their actual skill sets are like vastly different. Could you just do a killable team? Potentially, yeah. The champions aren't like mind-blowing here. But yeah, I mean Mikey, Ezio, Xenomorph, Elva Ninja, or Elva Geomancer. Or you could do Duchess Geomancer, but I like Elva a lot for increased speed. Yeah, I would take out Rector and put in Elva. And then I would take out Eris. I mean, honestly, the team that I would do is this. Mikey, Ezio, Xeno, Duchess. think I'd rather this. Because this brings in Weaken to have pair with your decreased defenses. This brings in HP burn and reflecting damage, but also brings you 15% damage mitigation from Geomancer's passive. But you're welcome to try both. You can bring in Duchess as well, so they can have multiple revives, and Veil is big, but I feel like Geo would be big damage for this team. But yeah, you could try either. You could try that team too. But those would be my recommendations for now. Even if you get faster speeds and you want help building this, I'm happy to help you or walk you through the Myth Fu, or the Fooless Myth. Fooless Myth, I think is what they call it, when you build a Myth Fu without a Fushan. But yeah, very, very possible, just higher speeds. It is one of my favorite teams though, because it's a 3-1 team, so it's super fast. Well, 3-1 for them, 2-1 for these guys. But then you just get 2 damage dealing slots, which I think is awesome. Alright, Zico, let's log on. Navinia, I am out of your account. So I'll give that back to you, and then let's log into Zico's account. Oh, wait, before we do that, I'm making a new account for somebody. Gonna keep farming Dragon for speed gear. Exactly, yeah, Dragon, and then the other best place to get some of your speed gear is your banners. Of course, I'm more than happy to help. Goobinator, thank you for the sub on YouTube. We got one of the guys in the Discord who wants me to make him an account, so we're gonna grab the Google Sheet. It's funny, somebody in Discord sent my Google Sheet and I was like, hey, here's a sheet with all the stars on it, and I was like, do they know that it's my sheet, or did they just like throw it out there? Like, I saw this somewhere. And he said he wants the best link in the game, the Sam Raid Man. I need to do it in an incognito window. It's glizzy time. Grab the hand soap, that's funny. Oh man, getting a little PTSD from doing this 50 freaking times or 60 freaking times. I see you play TCG. What game is that? Depends on which game you're talking about. But I had the TCG card shop simulator game where you open and like buy and sell trading cards in a card shop game. Which was fun. I played that on like TikTok stream for a little while, but I never got a lot of traction. I play a lot of silly games that I try at least. Minor spelling mistake, I should beat you in the back of Marches, that's funny. Welcome, Angelus. Yeah, I played a whole lot of games. Randomly. Sporadically, I guess, is a good description of it. I'm trying to do all my work emails. I had about a 12-hour work day today. No, not quite. 10 and a half, 11 hours. Long work day. And I got off for like an hour and a half. Now I'm back to work again on my second, but luckily for me, much more enjoyable job, which is YouTube. Was that Captain Kirk on your desktop? You know it. Him hanging out with Gandalf and Dumbledore. All the other characters from Star Wars. We got 34 on YouTube and 20 on Twitch. That's what I'm talking about. I will give you guys a heads up for the people on YouTube. We're going to do 2 account giveaways relatively, well, at some point throughout the stream. And YouTube does not play nice with giveaways, specifically with marble races, which is how I like to do giveaways. So if you do want to get involved in the giveaway, twitch.tv/SamTheRaidMan, you can check over there. It is a place to be. You guys missed it. We went over 3 on primal shards. I don't let him get near me in general. True. He keeps talking about the hot tub, but it's like, even if I got a hot tub, would I let him in my hot tub is a real question. Alright, he said he went Gaelic for some reason. Speaking of Gaelic, he's obviously not the best champion in the game, but he is a pretty cool looking champion. I think we can all agree on that, right? Gaelic is ball knowledge. I don't know about that. He's literally one of the 4 stars of the game. I also feel like he's the like poster child of raid. Like if you had to pick a champion that like people would recognize, like see and recognize as a raid character, I feel like it's him. Know what I agree on? What do you agree on? FBI, open up! Okay, so we turn to like the 5 days or so faction wars. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people are buying into that strategy. Yeah, I mean, I think it makes sense. I feel like, at least on my account, unless I'm in the actual like free-to-play competition where I'm grinding for 12 hours a day, I feel like I'm not farming faction wars that much my first few days, but maybe that's a mistake on my part. But anyways, Gaelic, I think we can all agree looks cool. But do you want to see Gaelic in his like peak form looking the coolest he's ever looked? Because I found it. And it's right here. Look how snazzy he looks. It's beautiful. This is the supreme Gaelic, exactly. Look at these tattoos he's got, dude. He's literally never looked this cool. This is how he pulls a chick like Tagoar by repping this sick merch. And also, if you wear my merch, that's what you will look like as well. Sam Breen Gaelic. That's funny. But yeah, I made this image the other day. I made a ton, and this was by far the best one and the first one I did, and it turned out so sick. But yeah, this is on my updated merch store. But now, because of that sick image, I've got like a softer spot in my heart for Gaelic. No, mine was better. That's true. You should show the chat yours. You can post that one in Discord. That was awesome. Arn has never looked as cool. And then I don't think he even set a promo code, so we just make sure we get Corvus, Bingo. Dressed like that, he has a Cancer Galley, pulls Arbiter. He pulls anyone he wants dressed like that, dude. Literally any girl, any female. That's how I feel the second I wear my merch too. I'm just like, man, the ladies just can't get enough of me. Look, the silver pack is back. I thought maybe it was back like after a few days or something, like they changed it instead of day 1 to like 5 days in, but I guess it's just back. That's good. Plarium heard our moaning and groaning, or it was a bug and it should have been there the whole time. Or I guess realistically what it could have been too is that they didn't want to give it to all the rerollers. That's also an option. I would appreciate it even more if it was made by an artist. It was made by an artist. It was made by me. I designed the merch myself. Alright, let's enter his email and password. Alright, log out. Now you can log in as Ecos. All the rerolls I think got it anyways. Sure. Yeah. Oh, Vulcan reported. That makes sense. They love Vulcan. Doomsday's here. Hello. What webcam and mic do you use? I use like a really crappy $30 Brio, a Logitech Brio webcam. I do have a nice microphone. I have the Blue Yeti, which was like the mic to have like 4 years ago, 7 years ago. I got it 4 years ago, which means it was like popular like 6 or 7 years ago. This comment is actually so good, I just can't bring myself to play it more than I may and I refuse to give it away for free. Gotcha. Yeah, the rerolls got it eventually. Yeah, and welcome along, Ebony. It just took a little while. Tractor Farmer and Ginger Nasty. Thank you guys for the follow on Twitch. I appreciate that. Ebony, thank you for the follow. I just saw this come through. But yeah, let's log on to Zico's account. We're doing a clan boss takeover. Before we do that, I will show you guys the 2 accounts we're going to give away at some point throughout the stream. One of them is my free-to-play from this year, and we've pulled even more Legos on it. It's just had some incredible luck. Didn't get anything from the Primal, but we did get multiple legendaries. So we have Ezio, Cheshire Cat, Harima, Tholin, Lysandra, Nari the Lucky, Tantra, Tatsu, Pagmaster Shayak, Mighty Uugo, and then we got Wallmaster Thorian from the prison on this account. Absolutely stacked. We have a Petrophia, we have an Allure, an Akoth, or no, Achak, a Morag, a Skrank, Jarmarsa, Tagoar, like so many good champions. Yeah, it's a nasty account. So we'll give this one away on stream today. And honestly, this is an account that, it makes sense to like go for the other fusions and you can go get a Crocat, you know? Which is sad that he's tier 3. But you get a Crocat, you got the Packmaster Shayak Crocat combo. Yeah, it was great luck. I just didn't play it hard enough, and I feel like I didn't pull them at the times or in the locations that I needed help with. So that's giveaway number 1. Hello, Sam. It's Kelvin Jacobs. Hello again, Kelvin Jacobs. I think I said hello to you earlier in the stream, but I'm glad you're here, my man. I think it was the first stream I've seen you make it to. Wish I could join when my Twitch was hacked. Dang, that's unfortunate. I want that one low-key. Well, we'll do a giveaway before the end of the stream, probably after your takeover. Zico, how many accounts do you want, though? Ooh, we got an ancient shard. Might have to yeet that before we give this account away. I never give accounts away with shards on them because I'm selfish and want to pull all the shards first. I'm just greedy like that. Alright, let's pull a quick Vendelicio on this account, so then I'll convince myself to keep. Nope, it's an Ox, you can have it. A Slayer. So this account is also good, not as crazy, but still very exciting. We have a Corvus, 2 Hanorok, Modo of the Peel. We have Ezio as well. We pulled a Gerptuk. And then we have some really, really good epics. We have Petrophia, we have Jareg, Mordecai, Sepulcher, Chancellor Yasmin, Geomancer is on here. Geo is huge. Skull Crusher is on here. Skull Crusher is huge. Venomage is on here. Uugo, Claude, Taragi is on here. 2 Taragis if you want to build a clan boss team. Allure is on here. I want 100,000 accounts. Guess you can sell them for $1.50. Fellhound is on here. Aethel. So just a really, really good account. A little more beginner, a little less developed than the previous account was. We did get to the Sacreds, and that's kind of when I stopped playing it. We didn't pull anybody big from the Sacreds, and this one did not have any luck from the Primals. I don't remember who we pulled. Quillen, maybe? I have 4, but if I get that one, I'll give one of my others away to whoever comes second. Nice, okay. So yeah, this one is not as crazy, but I do like Modo. He was fun to play with. I really enjoyed playing with him. And then, obviously, Corvus is just nasty. The Cult of Corvus is alive and thriving. Those are 2 accounts that I like both of them, and I've played both of them a lot, but I just can't afford to keep playing them, basically. Okay. Then back into Zico's account. Ooh, the name of the account is Zico Siffy. I like the sound of that. Oh, when you're free to play, whoever comes second gets a Supreme Gaelic account. Nice. I'm gonna be second, trust. Yeah, I wonder what that means. Zico Siffy could mean anything. I see it, you don't play it very much since your gym collection is full. They add. Cult of Titus will rise. It will rise in about 7 months when I get him. And I'll get a shirt with his name on it and stuff. Are you eating a primal on Zico's account while he's on ads? He said he's got ads, so he won't know, guys. How will he know that we yeeted a primal? Unless we pull a mythical, and then he can't be mad. Oh, he's back. I thought you were watching an ad. You really want me to rip it? Because I will. I assume you went for Alicia. He said, yeet that thing, let's go. Let's take a look at your account. That is solid. Alright. Let's pull a mythical and then let's build you a clan boss team. 3, 2, 1. I can't remember last time I pulled even an epic from one of these things, dude. I hate Primal Shard. Sorry. Yeah. I didn't have super high hopes. I mean, I had high hopes, but I didn't have high expectations. I guess that's a good like tagline for Raid. High hopes, low expectations. You know? At least when it comes to shard pulling. My Twitch app keeps on freezing. That's frustrating. Just do 4 fusions. I don't care who would be. I don't care if it would be some god Lego. He's not beating Titus. Sure, but I'm gonna, if it's a god fusion, I'm gonna get that one and then I'll skip the next one to get Titus. Because what I'm not gonna do is skip a tier 1 fusion that I want to get later, and then I have to get 3 more tokens to come back and get them. So I'm getting Pelops, who honestly might be a tier 1 fusion. If not, he'll be a tier 2 fusion. And then I'm gonna get the next one. And the next one, that'll give me 3. And on number 4, if it's a tier 1 fusion, I'm going for the fusion. If it's a tier 2 or tier 3, then I would skip it. So I'm not skipping a tier 1 fusion just to have to go back and get 3 more tokens. That's ridiculous. Pelops is so fire, he really is awesome. This account needs everyone rebuild, honestly, so no gears off limits. Okay, good to know, good to know. Alright. Zico Sippy. So we've got Sippy, we've got a Helicath, that's huge. So, as I do with any clan boss takeover, step 1, do we have a Wookswell? Nope. Step 1. Step 2, do you have a Brogni? We do have a Brogni. Is Brogni booked? Not booked. Brogni teams are very difficult to do. Except Sippy, she's going off limits. Okay, cool. That is more important. I already have a plan. Check DMs, I think she got a plan. I think I saw it. Does opening Sacred Ancient Void later is a good idea on 2x? Yes, you should only open your Sacreds on 2x Sacreds. And only open your Ancients on 2x Ancients. And only open your Voids on 2x Voids. That's the best way of getting Legendary Energy. But yeah, Brogni's very difficult to build regardless, and it's not going to work if this is on a 4-turn cooldown. I mean, it could work, it'd be very, very, very difficult. So probably not going to do that. I'll sadly never be able to pass a fusion. To get a pass fusion on mine won't let me. Interesting. I was looking at it, and of all the tier 1 fusions, I have every single one except for Titus. It's literally available and then complete. Granted, I didn't complete all of them. I pulled some of them. Like I skipped Ancora and pulled her. I wasn't here for Tormentus or Nicholas, and I pulled both of them. Right? I think I may have bought him with tokens. And then yeah, I did the rest of them. Oh, I pulled Rhodos. He was before my time as well. It's a catalog and you can't do it for you. Really like the old fusion change. Feels nice knowing of it too to get Wookswell. I agree. I think it's a net positive, albeit not perfect. What's the best dungeon to farm for armor? I mean, it depends what kind. Typically, Dragon is viewed as the best dungeon. Fusions are hard. It's just a saving game. You saying are hard or isn't hard? I saw your screenshot you sent me. You have Titus marked, Emic marked, Ruella marked, Mad Hatter marked, Herbtech marked. Yeah, I mean, all great champions. He's back. At EDGF, I'll be finishing Pelops and doing the next one. And unless the third one is game breaking, I'll be getting Packmaster. We have to do 3, right? So it's Pelops and 2 more. And then you can get Packmaster. That'd be the 4th one. Usually easy if you have the resources and the time to do them, yeah. A lot you're asking for. Best part is checking show. Packmaster's tier 2. No, he's not. Oh, Packmaster. I'm thinking of Crocad. Gotcha. Yes. So you have Crocad, you need Packmaster. I was thinking The other way around. I was thinking you have Packmaster and you need Crocat because Crocat's 2-1. That's not a fragment fusion. Alright, let's actually look at this account. So we know we have Helicath, so I'm looking at Killable. We have a Skull Crusher. And we have a Demitha. And Demitha is booked. Okay. So let's see what options we've got. I want to see what block debuff champions we have. We have Brogni. That's probably our answer. This will pair very nicely with Hellcat. We could do a Demitha team potentially, but I like this because this would handle our speed tune as well. Unless Elva's booked, she's not. We also have Gloria's Palace, dude. What the heck? This is kind of this Crocat LOL. Yeah, big time. You want to get Toka's fragment choosing. Oh yeah. So you need it's 3 fusions, and then on the 4th fusion, then you can get Woodspell or Titus or whoever else. Designing low-key kind of fun. I enjoy designing the new merch, dude. I had a blast the other day making more and more merch. I have way more like pieces of merch for sale than I have sold pieces of merch, I think. Not counting the ones I bought for myself and my family. My entire plan evolves around a strong Titus team. I think most people's do. Got her on the 1+1, dude. Congrats, man. She seems awesome. You going for Pelops on this account? I think you said you were. Oh. Maybe not. I see 0 epics and 0... Oh, this is your alt. I'll say that would be cool to get Palace and Pelops in the same account. What does Fervor do? I literally looked at this in my video yesterday and I forgot. Increases damage inflicted by 10 and reduces damage received by 10. That's an awesome buff. That's such a cool dude. That's literally such a cool passive. Oh, Pelops in the main, yeah. Which makes sense, right? But Pelops would be awesome with Palace too. Okay. So let's look at Deadwood teams. I reached out to Deadwood again, trying to see if he can let me take over his calculator. Response. The dude just off the grid. Got newt today from Shards, so I 6-star neuter Pelops first. Depends on how new you are and where you're trying to progress, but I would say newt. But neither is a bad choice. Oh, that's fair. Shards are typically the biggest restrictor. Alright, so let's look at Helicath teams. So we can definitely do something like this. Ooh, wait, no, that's a trump card. That's not a... I don't like looking at it from this view. All right. Do you have Deacon? You do. What's sad is I think this would only work if Demitha wasn't booked. Which is crazy. But I think this is the best Helicath team, technically. Yeah, that's funny. Go for A3 would only have 1 book in it, then I think this would work. Kyoku's a freaking nightmare. Is Deadwood even alive? I think he's alive. I haven't heard anything to the contrary. He's not been on raid. Alright, so this is just not an option then, right? Because we don't have any other... We don't have any other options for that. How goes the CB Takeover? Well, we just started, but he's got good champions. He's just trying to find the best potential team. That's the only one that they list as like a 1 key. Now, if we're trying to get a 1 key, we probably want to go Ninja, but Ninja is just so freaking difficult to speed tune, and this isn't booked, which makes it just tougher. So we'll probably avoid Ninja. We don't have a Man Eater. How is Harima? Harima is amazing. Got you. So I'm gonna put him into such. Yeah, dude, he's the best, or one of the best clan boss damage dealers, but he's just so difficult to speed to him, which is why I love him so much in Lightsworn teams. So fast Hellcat unkillable. So then Hellcat couldn't take the stun, right? Neither could the 4-3 champion. Oh wait, no, that's just first round. But yeah, the 4-3 champion could not take the stun, which is weird. So let's just hypothetically map out a team and see what it would look like. Hellcat, Rodney. Valkyrie and Martyr are tempting for counterattack. We want to go with the hell? Maybe we just want to go with a Myth Air team. That was not booked, right? Didn't we look at that? Okay. No 2 on rock. You have an Ares, which means that we could go Myth Air if we want to. Ninja Slander's always welcome. Wish I had a Ninja. Yeah, it's tough. Imagine being indignant about the trouble speed tuning a Ninja. I mean, you try and speed tune a Ninja. And then tell me you won't be indignant. Next team gonna be the big Wicks. Nice. Speed don't really matter for Wicks, exactly. If you go to my current team, the only problem is it works on Spirit Auto. Is it stun targeting that's your issue? Freaking out right now. Interesting. Where did you find this team? Could you do Mashal team? I don't think there's a Mashal. Oh, there's a Mashal Demitha team. I guess I'm just assuming Hellcat is the easiest option, but that might not be the best option. Yeah. You have Seeker, you have Mashal. Is Mashal booked? Seeker, interesting. I like Mashal teams. Mashal hits hard. I'm just trying to think. So Mashal, Brogni, Seeker. We need DPS defense and weaken from our DPS. So let's see what options we have. Ideally, obviously you don't have to have both of them. Bane or Anax would both work. Plus one with the soul makes a big difference, but Anax is typically better. Yeah, I think this makes sense to me. The real question, full auto? And go +2, even better. You sold me. Alright, Fane, you've earned your spot. And then hopefully with this, we'll double check. We shouldn't have to worry about stun targeting. Ideally full auto, I think so. Yeah, it says full auto. So, ooh, and it's same across all affinities. So, Vetura turns to Brogni, or what turns to Fane, but besides that, everything is the same. Brogni or Vetura. Okay, so block debuffs there. And there. It's interesting. So then this becomes priority. Secret not lose block debuffs there? No, Demytha extends. This is a cool speed tune, dude. I don't think I've built this one before. I think this probably will be a 1 key though. Trimming your gear isn't crap. Mashald hits. Seeker hits. Fane's gonna hit. Brogni hits. Dude, we're definitely losing out on Brogni because he's not we're not taking any damage. Gear isn't bad, okay. Look at this, a first for everything, exactly. No, I think we can do this. Now, Brogni, I can never remember. Does he want Giant Slayer? I feel like they patched that. Right, isn't it War Master now? No, it is Giant Slayer. He doesn't need to be booked for this. His A3 does, which it is. Right, that's all that matters. It's just, right now, Brogni is basically just a 3-turn cooldown block debuff champion. This is what we needed on Navina's account. He's probably a Heaven Cast guy, I'd imagine, until he could become a Crushing Rend guy. He can be a Brimstone guy, I guess. Alright, let's check Masteries. We're not using Hellcast, it doesn't matter. Brogni is good on Masteries. Where the frick is Mashald right in front of me? Mashald is booked and good on Masteries. Nature's Wrath will work. Fane is good on Masteries. Booked and Nature's Wrath is best. Seeker, that's fine. No stun targeting, so healing doesn't matter. It caught the 15-second ad. Can't wait the 8 months it's gonna take me to get Mr. T and Wixwell. I know, man. I'm 4 months on getting Mr. T, and I can't wait either, dude. We just gotta find stuff to entertain us in the meantime. I mean, you got good champions. We got a Geomancer as well, but I think Fane's the way to go. Okay, let's do this. We'll do. Oh, I hope the artifact optimizer is working. I haven't checked today. It was not working yesterday. I did Takeover yesterday, or Gear Cleanse yesterday, and it was not working. And I'm going to be very upset if tonight it's not. We honestly might postpone it if it is. At one point I was wanting to book Kyoko, make a claim boss team with her. She is super cool, dude. Her kit-wise is one of the strongest ally protections in the game, but it's just, she's a nightmare to speed tune because that extra turn. Golly, it just popped up on my other screen, dude. Look how freaking good that looks. It's sick. Alright, champions. Get distracted easily. Locked. Obviously, Lurker needs to be... That's Glizzy, look. A Lurker. Unlocked and then locked. Siffy. What's the fastest speed that we saw on this? Where did the team go? Did I close it? Like an idiot? No. is this champion? 290. That's pretty quick. Let's just go one champ at a time, see if it's possible. Almost for sure not going to be possible with a 5-star non-ascended. So do we have the stuff to take her to 6 stars each? Resource-wise, and there's not a lot to use resource-wise. I mean, that's a 4-star chicken, that's a 4-star chicken, but we don't have any 4 stars, and we need to level up some. What do we need? What do we need? Alright, let's just start making the chickens we got. Because Demitha, I think, is almost for sure going to need... I guess we could ascend her first. Back to the calculator, live refresh. I'm 99% certain that 5 stars isn't going to be enough to get her fast enough. Honestly. Worst case, if we need to, we can sub out our Fane for an Ezio to bring in the speed order and help us do it bring that speed requirement down. But that's not ideal, right? Alright, we can get 1 speed on everything. Maybe some 5-star chickens in the fall. Okay. Yeah. Let's just see. What is the fastest you can make her as a 5-star? Close. But it's definitely doable. We know that it's doable. Because we'll get 10 speed from a banner. We know that it's doable if we can put a banner on her. Not to say that's a good build, but yeah, we have the speed, so let's try and figure out a way to get her up there. Okay, 1, 2. 500 Ezio. Yeah, I don't see any chickens here. That apothecary is a chicken, okay. I figured, but I wasn't going to start feeding rares without asking you. So that brings us to 3 chickens. And then I think I saw some, like, incubi that are ready to become chickens. Okay, chickens. Maybe do this without too much investment. Alright, 1 chicken, 2 chicken. I feel pretty safe about doing a Hellgazer. And probably Kinagachi or Ogren, I mean, Cold Brawler, Rockbreaker, Luria. Hi Dirk, welcome, welcome. It's at champ at max level. Oh yeah, I will, not so much for sure. Brawler, gotcha. And then we have to level up our Demitha, sadly. Apothecary, Rain Beast. Once Upon a Time Rain Beast was good. Good thing I've been saving silver. Yeah, that was not the most efficient use. Yeah, we don't need that. One book left. Well, you got very lucky with these books. Okay, and then Steel Bow here at 60 is interesting. No, we don't have quite. I was gonna see if you need 4 master. Okay. Let's do this. Let's just do it old fashioned, 1 by 1. So Siffy is locked. Why does Mytha take a library to book holy? Because she's the best epic clan boss epic in the game. But yeah, it is frustrating. So optimize. Ideally, we want to build her for damage. Stats 292, 310, and that's it. All right, there's no stun targeting. Decent amount of range per champion. Let's see what we can find. Okay, maybe I gotta do Chimera tonight. Alright, not a lot, that's fine. What else? Surprised you don't say Gia's best. I said she's one of the best. Honestly, I will say she's the best because Geo is amazing. Geo is better for traditional teams. But Demitha is better for, I don't know, better. Equally as good for Wixwell teams because she's an amazing buff extender. She can also be a crutch if you're struggling to keep your Wixwell teams alive because she can bring in block damage to help you not take damage. And then she just makes so many speed tune teams possible. Like, Geo is a good damage dealer for those speed tune teams, but Demitha is like twice as many team options as anyone else. Demitha, Maneater, Geo. I think I might put Geo ahead of Maneater because Geo's so good in traditional teams. Like day 1 you get Geo, he's helpful. We already did the giveaways. No, we have not. We're doing the takeover, then we'll do the first giveaway. Scriber is here. Hello, hello. And then somebody commented something in Cyrillic, which I cannot read. My eyes are very itchy. I can try and translate it. I have a link to an account with 2 Legos. If you're interested, I'd like to send you something. That's okay. You're welcome to message me on Discord, but we got plenty of accounts. It took me a full year to get Geo. That's unfortunate. What is it? I forgot. There's 2 different accounts. One of them is my free to play. It's got about 11 legendaries, and one of them is a secondary free to play. It's got like 3 or 4 or 5, or 4 legendaries, I think, 4 or 5. But both like newer game accounts with several Legos. Alright, so full crit rate, some crit damage, some attack. The question is that gear too good? I also don't love using an accuracy ban on her, but it's not the end of the world. Last month I went from 0 geos to a +2 or +3, that's awesome. That's how it works, right? You can't get a champion to save your life and you just get them so much. Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was playing another account. I'm like, I really need a 3-turn cooldown block debuff champion, and I could not pull any to save my life for like 2 months. And my main account, I can pull, left and right, left and right. Okay, so Demitha, obviously she's not level 60, so her stats aren't going to be very good. Oh my goodness! Please don't tell me you have area bonuses. Oh, that's saying we're glyphing it. Gotcha. That scared me for a minute. So yeah, it's saying we're glyphing each of these 3 times. We can also just ascend the... Somebody has no ascension pots. We can enchant a few pieces. That's not... Ooh. Gross. Flat attack, Zico. Gross. What are you doing, man? I guess it's got a triple roll, but come on. Alright, so that's the base speed. We'll give 1 more just to make it Mid range, it's got speed. I know. We're using it. It's not the worst piece, but gross. Alright. And then you don't have a ton of relics, so I'm not going to waste a relic on her. Okay. So that's Champ 1 built. It was for Arbiter. That's true. Arbiter that's acceptable for. Yeah, I mean, it's basically what it's going to take unless we reroll a ton of stuff. Okay, so then I want to do Feign next because she's going to be our biggest damage dealer, meaning her kit is the most significant. So 169 to 183 for Feign, and we need to do all the stats on her. And then we'll say 210, and we can glyph if we need to, but the rest is just damage. This is why I won't let him on my account. I don't think he would stop shaking his head. Nah, I don't give people that hard of a time. Come on, it's flat stats. That's like the baseline of what you get made fun of when a YouTuber jumps on your account. Okay, it's not a bad build. It's great on accuracy. More than we need. There is no stun target, Gene. This is a fully, like, you don't have to worry about stun involved because we have 2 turn block debuffs. Right side, this is an alt, also minor detail. Fair enough. At least you don't have a 6-star Saurus. That's true. That was embarrassing. My first 6-star, do I do Wix or Bellower? These are my only campaign farmers. I mean, Wix for sure. Definitely not Bellower. Like, yes, you want your campaign farmer to be your first 6-star, but also you want them to be someone you use everywhere. And Bellower, you're not going to be using it in a lot of places. Or you won't be for long, at least. If 6-star Incarnate, it might be worse. Incarnate's pretty bad. He was in our discussion for worst legendary in the game. Alright, Feign. And then Feign, we're going to pay attention to glyphing. Really just attack. Accuracy, we don't even need to glyph because it is so high. So just, is there any attack to glyph, which there might not be. Okay. And then we definitely want a relic on her. Malefic Town would be great. Take the Coronet, you sure? Don't judge the Madman either. There was a point in time where Madman was amazing. The Coronet's definitely the best one for her. Okay. I did you watch our team and pushing 66 million so close. Congratulations, Rankers, that's awesome. Also, Wrangler, Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. I assume that's what the SWGOH. Do you play Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes? Did you know that I also play Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes? Finally did 37 minute Ultra Nightmare Day for CB as my second. Then my second key only did 26 million. That's unfortunate. Did reset that did the affinity change or something? That's super unfortunate. But either way, congrats on your first 2 key, even if it wasn't a 2 key. I can't do Ultra Nightmare. You'll get there. It just takes time and gear. And you just every day your goal is to get closer and closer to that goal. That's your goal until you get there. Let's use the 6-star, probably Abyssal. Yeah, I've used Abyssal in Cursed City before. It's getting a 6-star boosts his stats by a lot. Yeah, a ton. So it boosts, sometimes it boosts some of their same affinity spirit. Huh. Only 6 stars because of faction wars, that makes sense. But yeah, so sometimes you get their base stats boosted. Like a 5-star might get like more speed or something when they go to 6 stars. But typically what it really is just more base stats or more total stats, and then the ability to get a banner as well is huge. So like for example, if we look at, let's look at a 4-star epic and see if we can see a difference. Tagoar, 9k HP, 488 defense. 18k HP, 947 defense, so literally double those numbers. And then his base speed was 98, now it's 105. So you're getting all of those extra stats plus a banner, and it affects your percentages more. Like think about how much 50% HP is now versus what it was before. 8 years in a Star Wars Galaxy Hero is fun, but kind of stale now. I hope your journey is fun. Thank you. Yeah, I think it is. I'm having a blast myself. Definitely unlucky. Yeah, I think like quick battles and stuff, or not quick battles, auto battles just do that sometimes. Having a count with Nuke, Pelops, and Corvus, that's an awesome start. And you'll definitely get there. The banner's massive because extra speed for sure. I think get Thor, gets 10 to 15% extra damage, yeah. Yeah, it makes a big difference at 6 stars. That's why all of us preach that is your #1 goal when you're starting a new account. Get more 6 stars, get more 6 stars, get more 6 stars. You can have 3 6 stars and you still need more 6 stars. It is just the priority for everybody at all times. Okay, so second hardest build is probably Brogni. And then we'll go Mashald Seeker. And then if we can, we'll squeeze Seeker into a Toxic's head. Assuming you have Toxic gear. Brogni, optimize for damage. Stats 220 to 224. We don't mind his accuracy. We'll just see what it gives us. But we don't need his accuracy. But he's a tough champion to get to do a lot of damage, like raw damage, because he has like one of the lowest base attacks in the game. I was trying to count the Armand's juice. You got some great luck, dude. Congrats, bro. So, might be too good of a build for him, honestly. Maybe we'll Mashald to have those stats instead. Let's jump back to Mashald. Mashald's gonna hit a lot harder. It's optimized for damage, stats 190 to 194. I will say, not having a ton of gear makes these really quick. Interesting. Very high attack, not super high crit damage. Probably a little easier to glyph the attack. Actually, 2 new accounts we gave 1 away. Wow, dude, that's awesome. You had better luck than I did, that's for sure. There's some attack we can glyph. Had an account with Yukimasa anymore. Yukimasa's great. Come on, show me attack. Okay. Attack. He can roll 4 more speed, but not more. So we're gonna hope this doesn't hit speed. It always does that to me. I think that's 1 too fast. Or no, it's perfect. We'll test it. That's annoying. I hate when it does that. It's like the one time you don't want it to roll speed, it does. Still no works well. Yeah, I mean that's like such a tall order. We looked up the odds are like 1 in 230 that you pull a primal and get a Wix well. Yeah, what are the odds of that exactly? Alright, that's better. Anything with attack, basically. No, this is fine. We can do it. All those champions are better and more useful. Swift parry's fun. So that's a 3 perception sets, basically. As far as speed tuning goes. I'll start putting these builds in here. So we don't have Lord of Steel, neither is Fane. 1 perception set for Fane. Seeker's not built. Brogni. Haven't built Brogni yet. Demetha. $293 speed and perception, essentially. That's why I wanted to give her that extra 1 speed. But it wouldn't fall below, and then I'm assuming no Lord of Plus 5 attack. No, it does not need to be rolled. Okay. So then, refresh. Yeah, Prism, not Primal. So now we can do Brogs. Let's see if we can get him with some accuracy and how much that hurts him. Because the HP burn will not be bad to have. Could be pretty solid. Almost tempted to say Vitamin the Master, but it's such a waste of gems. I mean, you can farm them up. But if the run does, 66 million or something, then you can consider that. But I'm hoping that Fane and Mishal can just carry. Her damage will never be spectacular, like regardless of how you cook it though. Yeah, that's literally not much worse at all. I feel better because this is an alt, like ripping some of this gear. A good piece of that. Why is that not on Fane? We did more than one CB takeover. Not today, just one. Unless somebody wants to buy one. No, after this we're doing some account giveaways, or at least one account giveaway. Alright, show me attack. Defense? We don't need defense. Risk it again? Feels like no, probably just take it to 15. Now I need 2 more attack though. Alright. 221. 1 perception. Junior, it is $50 per team. And then lastly we have C. Good day, Speed. Welcome, welcome. Best of luck to you as well. Speaker stats 202 to 219. That's a huge range. That doesn't feel right to me. But that big range will help us if we're trying to put him in a toxic set. See if it's even possible. If we need to roll a few pieces, we can. But the real question is, how toxic do you have? We'll take what it can give us, I guess. As much as I would like to roll more up because his damage matters. Good day, Sam. Good day to you as well. 206 is in the middle. Or not right in the middle, but lower side of the middle feels good. If it ends up being too slow for like Brutal or something, we can just send him some. He also +1. Mostly, it was the boots that we just rolled, so that makes me feel a little bit better about the silver we spent. Just care about attack. Might be we run out of silver. Yep. Sorry. Well, I guess we're not gonna be able to glyph this one or roll this one regardless, but would we even want to? I guess you could roll this without fear, Zico, because even if you hit it, you're gonna buy us everything clan shop. I like it, dude. I like the way you think. I wish I could click on clan, but I'm just an idiot. I keep clicking the wrong things. I like the way you think. Holy cow, that was expensive. I've noticed Palp's Magma Shield only does damage if it's a first shield applied. Is that working as intended? Yeah, so if you have a one-turn Magma Shield... Nope, wait, no. That's not true. It won't reflect damage as effect. Golly, I wish I could speak. It will not reflect damage that's given or done to the other shields. It will only reflect damage that is done to the Magma Shield. Come on, get lucky. Stop being unlucky. There we go. Yeah, 1.3 million to go from 15 to 16 exactly. That's how stupid it is. And we did hit speed, look at that, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so that is a better build. Doesn't really matter. That really matters. Okay. Well, there you go. There's some gear enhancement points for you. Okay, so then let's set up the preset. Do we have an aura that helps? Mytha is defense, Seeker's defense in arena, Fane has no aura, Ragni is resistance, Mashald is attack, his is in arena? Dungeons. So no auras that matter. I'm asking because I'm using him with 14 and I can stack above and have reflect damage, but I can't run a shield set with it. That's a good question. So I guess what I don't know is the order of which the clan boss hits into your shield. If you have a magma shield, a shield set shield, and an ability shield, you have 3 shields, and you only hits into one of them at a time. So hypothetically, the way I would imagine it works would be the last one placed is the first one it hits into. So shield set is always going to be first. But maybe it's the opposite, and that's why you're facing that issue. So shield set's always going to be first placed, because that happens in the start of the battle, and then like Wixwell will place his shield, and then Palps will place his shield, and I would think that that would work, but I could be wrong. Okay. But yeah, I mean, we can test that. I've tested it with Magma Shield, but I guess I've never noticed on which one's getting hit into because there isn't a reflect from a regular Magma Shield, just Palps's. Or no, there is. I think the shield set always drops first. Okay, then yeah, it's just reverse. So then the only way it would start taking damage and reflecting would be if he starts running through your shields, which you don't typically want. Ragni, Fane, Seeker, and then go to Mytho way down here. The Mytha. Open A1, then A2, 3. Ragni, prioritize resilient, glow, and then Cavern's Grasp. Actually, don't use Cavern's Grasp. Wait a second. Mess this up. No, I did not mess this up. Okay, perfect. It's just a 1-turn delay. That's all it is. Prioritize decrease defense and weaken, and then our poison ability. Seeker is going to prioritize this, but open with the A1. Mashald. Straight straight into it, big dog. Tornado into open wounds. Now, I saw on the Deadwood Jedi website, it says, avoid using champions who bring too many buffs, because such as Farrakhan, because Mashal is capable of going over 10 buffs and not being able to place a crucial buff such as speed or block damage applied to himself. That makes sense, but then it's like he doesn't place a lot here, just increase in speed, increase for damage. Doesn't place a lot here, it's just here that he places continuous heals on himself. So that's an issue. Could you not just take it off? I get that it hits harder. We'll try it here, but that feels weird that Deadwood just doesn't say that. Okay. We'll manual it just to verify it's working. But I feel pretty good because the ranges are so big. Alright, Demitha A1. Rogni A1. No, we're on 1 speed, how fun. Seeker A1. Mitchell A2. Goes. Fane A3. Weak hit. Fane being bad affinity today is going to hurt us. That's unfortunate. Demitha A2. Rogni A3. Okay. We're going to trust the process. That seems wrong to me, but. Shald A1. Demitha A3. Demitha opens with A1, then A2. Maybe that same rotation every time. A1, A2, A3, A1, A2, A3. I have to confess and apologize to you. I leveled up the T-Man today and made him 6 stars. I don't blame you, dude. Congrats. I will be doing that as soon as I can. 8 months from now. 4 months from now. Of course, my first and third key would have 2-keyed it. Yeah, that's how it goes, isn't it? The point is, you can do it now, which is cool. We're just going to A1. Try and get Smite or burn. That's why I wanted him with accuracy, so we can do Smite. Seeker, Demitha. I don't have a Wixer Brogni yet. Okay. Then that was a little hasty of you, but we all get excited. He get on Mashal too. He's Spirit as well. Brogni, Fane, Demitha A2 to increase Seeker speed. Seeker double turn. Rogni A3, Demitha A3, and I think it's in sync. We will see. Alright, well, you know what we're doing, guys. I'm pausing the run. It's time for a prediction, baby. It's time. It's gambling time, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it is. Obviously, for the 41 of you on YouTube, I apologize. Twitch is just more fun. Speed Demon, thank you for the follow. I just saw that. We're going to do a little prediction where you guys can bet on how much damage this is going to do. So team damage if we last 50 turns. So if this goes to 50 turns, we're going to have the bet. If it doesn't go 50 turns, then that's on me, and I'm not going to cost you guys any points. We'll refund all the initiated points. So 50 turns. I think I'm gonna set the line at 60 million. So 60 million to 0 through 59.99 million, and then 60 M plus. 2 minutes. Get your votes in, and then I'll resume the run. So as not to give you much more information. If you guys are on YouTube and you want to get involved, you guys can just type in the chat how much damage you think we're doing. The line is at 60, so I think it's going to be around 60. It might be a little over, might be a little under, but I think around 60 million. I'm not calling you boring, Ikure. I'm calling YouTube a little bit boring. YouTube is amazing for creating videos. That's where I get most of my, influx of views and stuff on there. I'm almost at 5,000 subscribers, so I make way more money on YouTube than I do on Twitch. But Twitch, in terms of streaming, is just better in almost every way. Kind of like OBS is way better for recording videos, but it is way worse for streaming, in my opinion. Wow, everyone is hammering me over. You guys bet on the under, you got a big chance of winning. That's crazy. Maybe I should have set the bar higher, I don't know, we'll see. I appreciate the faith, though. Big on the under now. This is exciting. It's almost 50-50 in terms of points. I can't see in terms of like the how many, it could be 10 people bet on the big one, or one person, I don't know. But about less than a minute left to get your bets in. Get your bets in, almost. Lucas said 62 million. I don't think I can bet anything less than success. LOL, nice. Everyone fully booked in masteries. Everyone is fully booked. Demitha does not have full masteries. It is good context. Ignore the clicky clacky, I apologize. All right. Prediction is in. %61% said 0 to 59 million. So 4 people bet, 4.5 thousand China points. 39% of people said 60 million or more, which was only 4 people versus 4 people. So that's very, very exciting. One said 60 plus. It's 3 and 3. Oh, people. Yeah. You convinced Leo to bet with you. Muka said 62 million. 252 said 55.8. You guys are right around that line. Sean said 61 million. Jordan said 2.4 billion. I sure hope so, Jordan. We've discovered an accidental unkillable or accidental Infinity Shield team. It is a Brogni team, so if you think about it. We've got Brogni and a buff extender, so we're not that far off, right? Wrangler said 58 million. I'm doing Spider for the first time, I think. Took time to get rings, day 6. Okay. Nice. Yeah, rings makes a big difference in terms of stats. Well, it's already a good sign that it's over 1 million per turn. I'm wondering if I should have set the line at a 1 key. I'm pretty... Unless it fails. Obviously, if it fails, we kind of refund everything to everybody. But yeah, I mean, I think, like, given the payout yet. I mean, Brogni Infinity teams are awesome. They're just very difficult to build, especially if you don't have a Krisk. Sorry, especially since you don't have a Krisk. If it fails, we're gonna have a fight. If it fails, I'm gonna be pissed at myself, I promise you. I'm gonna look... Is an Infinity Shield team even possible? You don't have Lydia. I don't really know if we could give you a Brogni Infinity team. Maybe you could do a Sippy team? Or an Elpa team? Siffy first. Siffy, Brogni, Demitha. I don't know what buff extenders you have. Siffy, Brogni, Demitha, Sandlash Survivor, and nobody really. Oh, Malkith, Bloodflock, both. Hellborn Sprite, maybe. So refreshing being able to do Doom Tower again. Why were you not able to do Doom Tower? Held on for like 3 weeks because I can't kill Dark Fae. That's crazy, dude. Your gear needed for Brogni Infinity to work is bonkers. It's not if you have Krisk. It's just very, very difficult to do without it. The purple fusions get you a coin by picking a champion. No. Epic fusions will not count. It's just legendary fusions. Legendary, traditional, or hybrid fusions will count, and that's it. Very sad. One thing I am curious about that I had just thought about was if you do like the rosin fusion, does that count? Like a permanent fusion? The purple fusion, yeah. So would rosin give you a champion fusion point? No, they don't. Did they say that? I must have missed it. Also, the other cheat code for a Brogni team is a Donatello. It's a lot easier with Donatello. Oh, are you answering me or are you answering the, I guess we can also check. Legolas, welcome along. If only I had Donnie. I know that Donnie's so freaking good. Yep, that would be the best situation. Caretaker, but I didn't say that. Well, assuming that the run doesn't fall apart, it's looking pretty good for the 60 million. No, I said Donnie and Brogni. So, Fusion, Rosin. Yeah, so there's Fuse Pubs of Victor and get +1 token, and it doesn't say that for Rosin. I think they should at least give it to you from Akage because she's mythical. Talking about for Clan Boss. So we said like the gear is so difficult for a Brogni team to work, like a Brogni Infinity Shield, and I said, well, that's why Kriska's there, and then Donatello's another workaround for that. Does anybody figure out what actually gives charms in Grim Forest? Because it feels kind of random. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of just beat everything on Grim Forest and don't really play too close attention. And you set up a new Grim Forest deck, and who do you have to take? Port control champions, heal reduction champions, big damage dealers. Take a little bit of everybody. I love Grim Forest, dude. It's so fun. Alright, so we're about 40% of the way into the fight. So right now we're on track for what, 62 mil? $65 mil? Yeah, 62 to 65, feeling good. Feels good for the bet. I don't know if we're gonna get to a 1 key. Obviously some of our damage does stack over time. Do we have cruelty in this team? Ooh, that's a miss. Phantom Touch on Seeker's fine, but Demitha needs to be switched to... The good news is, I will say this, just based on, we're only 20 turns in, but based on this, when Demitha is level 60 with masteries and has cruelty, I think this will be a 1 key. Because this is also our worst affinity, basically. Because Fane and Mashald, our best damage dealers, are bad affinity. So I think we have built you a 1 key team, Deco. All your 6-star damage on one side, support on the other, lol. Show me to control, percent max HP anti-heal. Tell my Cold Heart. Oh yeah, Cold Heart's amazing. It's just the only place you typically use her. Yo, I was thinking it will be close to 1 key now. I agree. So we're on track for 66 million, but it should ramp up a little bit more. Can I create? I'm trying to handle that giveaway from earlier today. On my main, I can get a 1 key quick battle for Ultra Nightmare. I go for Newt instead of Blitzwell. If on my main. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, if you already have a 1 key, then you don't really need Wixwell as much. Unless you plan on using Wixwell in Chimera or Hydra, which everyone should eventually. Rams, no, we're about to once we're done. We're gonna do the first giveaway once we're done with this takeover, and the first giveaway we're doing is for this account, which is the smaller of the two. So this is a Corvus, 200 Rock, Moto, Ezio, Gerptuck. But we've also got some really good epics on this one as well with Mordecai, Jareg, Sepulcher, Taragi, Geomancer is huge, Skullcrusher, Skiramis, Venomage, Uugo, Magnar, Allure. Some of the best epics in the game. Also, I'm trying to actually like Grimforce now that I have fully built usable champions. Yeah, that makes a big difference, and I think Grimforce has some of the best content they've ever released. Yeah, it's looking pretty good for the Overboys. Yeah, I think it's a lock for at least 60 million. I think it's looking pretty good for 70 million. Glad he went this way instead of a Hellcat team. I like this more than Hellcat team. Now I can use Hellcat for Iron Twins. Very true, very true. Yeah, Dimithra's better than Hellcat in most things, but Hellcat is a lot better at like making a team by himself, right? Like Hellcat and Doom Priest is a perfectly viable team, and then you can choose 3 DPS, which I like that for like testing and for YouTube videos and stuff. The teams that you get to pick more champions, I think, is like more fun. So I used to love like the easy double Maneater because you can run 3 DPS of your choice in there. Pace for 70, 71. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Should have went all in. So true. No faith in me, man. Fatman good for Spider Ride. Would a level 40 give me a stage 15 Spider? I don't think a level 40 would get you there. I mean, it depends on the rest of your account. But Farrakhan is good. He's more of a Fire Knight champion than a Spider champion, though. Scout still needs an Iron Twins team. Yeah, Hellcat's a great solution for that. Or great addition, not necessarily a solution, but there are lots of teams with him in there. Also, WLX, first time chatter, welcome along. Yeah, we're about to pay out. I don't know. I mean, so a quarter of this damage is a little less than 15. It's gonna be right at it, guys. I mean, the over for sure is gonna hit. I'm confident in that. It's gonna be right at that 1 key or not. Which, if we submit like a 70.2 million key, I'm gonna be sad. Oh, sorry, the team is not failing. The team is humming. No clan boss teams fail at 40. I mean, maybe like a Wixbot team if you run out of shields or something. If the speed tube fails, it's failing in the first like 10, 15 turns. I guess hypothetically it could fail this late with like a cycle of magic proc or something like that, but very, very, very unlikely. Or if you have stun targeting and then the stun target switches, which happens on occasion. I hate stun targeting. I love almost everything clan boss, and I feel confident about almost everything clan boss related, but I hate stun targeting. Can I have this account? You can talk to Zico. 68 to 70. Yeah, we're definitely a little bit on the underside right now. We need to get decreased defense and we can back up. Vayne being bad affinity is so brutal. It means that we're relying on there is so much RNG. So we got decreased defense, but no weaken. So we need more poison procs from Seeker and Vayne, like no weak hits. If she's gonna weak hit, we want it to be in the A1, not the A2 or the A3. But yeah, it looks like it's gonna be slightly under from the RNG. Back to 30k points. What'd you get for betting against me, Zinchi? Fast team. Michelle slaps too. Is it just me, or maybe make the trivia thing smaller? We can make the trivia thing smaller. I want it to be legible. Is that better? Does this mean I'm gonna have a chance at marbles? Maybe. you trade your luck for one area for the other? Last time I bet against your Ergo, the 30k. Gotcha, okay. Yeah, to be fair, that wasn't the numbers, it was the speed tune itself, which is why I've added that caveat of the team has to go 50. Yeah, we can move it. Thoughts? Now it's blocking the boss's cooldowns. It's really gonna be close. Like, it's literally gonna be right. I think it's gonna be right underneath it, but it's gonna be so close. Brimstone is big. Yeah, I don't think we need to see the cooldown of the boss. I mean, typically you don't even care unless you're fighting enemies what the cooldowns are. It's literally so close. We'll get 70. I just don't know if we'll get there. Is it 70.9, 70.8? 70.74. Is that a 1 key? Look at that. It was 70.28. It's a 1 key, baby. First try. I wish Twitch would let you know exactly when your sub is going to end. Continue sub ends today. Yeah. That is annoying. Well, also it shows me what y'all predicted now, which is funny. So I can see Leo predicted the over, Zenchi predicted the under. Alright, manage prediction. Choose outcome 60 million plus. Try 70 million plus. What if I had set the line at 70? That would have been crazy because it would have been like the perfect line. I thought about it, but I wasn't 100% confident. He does it again. Well, congrats, Zico. Obviously, we have gear to be rolled. Well, I think we rolled most of the gear. So really, it's just Demitha being leveled. We're gonna change her mastery to cruelty, which will make a big difference. And then her masteries, and that's legit it. Like, I think we're good. And that's, again, that's bad affinity. So I think that it's gonna be a 1 key pretty much every day. Full auto should work on all affinities and all difficulties, but we just tested the hardest difficulty and the hardest affinity. So If it can work on Ultra Nightmare Spirit, I feel pretty confident everywhere. And I think we saved a preset. GG, thank you, Josh. Thank you, Wrangler. See, Lee, I'm still smart. I told you she should be 1 key for sure. Full Fade and Sam. We're a little skeptical on the 1 key. I was pretty certain at least 60 million. And again, I think we can get to more. I think that team can do 80 million on a good day. Like I think with a better affinity, right? So if you can face Spirit Affinity, that would be best. That wasn't Spirit today, that was Magic. I think if we can face Spirit Affinity, everyone's positive there. And with the Mythos Cruelties, level 60 and Masteries, I think we'll get there. Get to like 80 million. Alright, so this is the account we're giving away right now. So it's Corvus to Hanorok, arguably still probably the best start in the game, even despite Pelops, and then some Ezio Gerptuck, and some awesome epics. That's the account we're giving away. So let's get marbles going. Again, on YouTube, I apologize. There is no way to do a giveaway on YouTube. It's just they're very difficult in that facet. So if you guys do want to get involved, we're at 38 and 38, which is fun. We're split down the middle between Twitch and YouTube. Yeah, we can only do the giveaway on Twitch. Tomorrow I get a feast from the Champion Free section. Nice, dude. From the Champion Pass. That's awesome. That's the best part about those Champion Passes. Unless Predators in there. Alright, so let's pick a map. Let's go Frozen. You are max of 50. Max of 50. We've never had more than 50. We only have 37 in here, so it'd be impressive. Alright, so !play in the Twitch chat. We'll give everyone a few minutes to get involved for the account giveaway. If you guys want to just race and not be involved in the actual account giveaway, you can do that too. So you would just say !play and then just choose to give, if you win, you would just choose to give it to the person in second or whatever. I also like seeing this because people have to type in chat and you see how many people are lurking, but also you can sometimes see first-time chatters and it's like these people have been lurking and not talking at all until something free pops up. We got 14 people in. We'll do like 1 or 2 more minutes, but definitely V Arthas, first time chatter, welcome. CJ Bowl, first time chatter, welcome along. You already typed it once, I don't think you have to type it again, Ebony. I would join myself. Let's do a 60-second countdown. So we're at 15, maybe at least 5 more people in the next 60 seconds. I got 37 people on Twitch, only 14 of y'all or 15 of us are in. So if you want a chance just to race or to win an account, !play. Stream crash, so I wasn't sure. Gotcha. Better safe than sorry, I guess. Looks like pretty simple. Maybe there's a chance to fall off. Whenever I see these things, you never know. But most of it's got a tube on it, so you shouldn't be able to fall off. But there is stuff to be hitting. 20 seconds. We got 16 people in, so you have a 1 in 15 chance, maybe better, because I won't be winning my own account. All right, good luck, everybody. Crime Fighting Beaver, I think snuck in at the wire. Yes, because I see you were in third for a second. Literally buzzer beater, 1 second left. Josh Games, first one out, and then the record ball. Josh is currently beating the record marble. Ebony, Navinia, Vika, Sam the Raid Man, Aramanho, Outlaw Viper, but Josh Games is currently beating the pace record ball, which is nuts, dude. You can see that ball right there that I'm chasing. I'm now beating the record ball. Wow, what is happening? Did somebody just fall? I am now in first. Josh Games has just passed the record ball. This is crazy. I've never seen anyone ever beat the record. Josh said playing for fun. Who cares, man? We're all here. That's just how I do. Lost track of the record ball. Uh-oh, CJ Vol passing me. Where's the record ball at? Sam is toast. I got wrecked by that turn. That can't be the record ball, right? I don't think that is. I thought it was. I thought it was like the pace ball or whatever, like the fastest one that's gone. Am I back in first? Where is Nasty or Ramen? I'm confused. I am back in first. Let's go. No, the record is in 6 seconds, so we're definitely not. Sam gets through. Josh Games is up there. Who else is up there with me? Josh Games, Zenshi, W Lex, and CJ Vol. All over the board. Yeah, true. Everyone's fighting and jumping around. Looks like I might take my own account, unless somebody stops me. Josh Games is bouncing around, hitting all of this stuff. We don't really care about Sam, because I'm not winning my own account. Pride does like that. There's that random one. There's Josh, there's CJ Vol. Looks like Josh Games is going to be there. He said playing for fun, though. Josh has bounced off, and Josh has bounced back in. CJ also bounced off and back in. Leo stays in. Ebony is 5th. W Lex takes 6th. I'm trying to see if anyone bounces off. Nasty Nate is here, stays in. Hone bounces off and dies. Womp, womp, womp. Zenshi bounces off and also dies. Womp, 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 womp. Alright, we got these people racing the fire. Carolina Blue, Navinia, Arthas, Vikas, Legolas, Crime Fighting Beaver. Navinia and Carolina Blue finish. Arthas through finishes. Vikas falls off and dies. Legolas finishes in time and beats the wall of fire. Congratulations, everybody. So, Josh Games, I saw that you're here and you said playing for fun. So, do you want to give that account to CJ Vol? And if so, CJ Vol, are you here? I've died a lot lately. You were doing great though until then. 252 said, thinking about coming back to RSL, but account was disabled. Still left so long ago. Not sure if it can be recovered. Interesting to see these ever. Promo codes now are awesome. Wonder how anyone gets a referral link done for their shards now with the codes coming up being better than raw shards. Yeah, so doing referrals sucks. So you just have to do it and like admit that your account's not going to be very good. You just do a new player promo code and no referral link, or no like link code. So I just like a Razelvarg account basically and grind your referrals, which sucks. Big Don, thank you for the follow. Josh said sure. I am Sam the Raid Man. That's true. Zico is Sam the Raid Man. That's very true. But is CJ Vol here? I'm here. What's the account? I got in late. So the account is, it's a smaller account, so let me know if you want it. It is a Corvus, 2 Hanorok. It's got Moto, the Peel, Ezio, and Gerptuk. So 5 legendaries, but a ton of super good epics. We have Jareg, Venomage, Mordecai, Tagoar, Sepulcher, Geomancer, Skullcrusher, Skaramis, Venomage again, Double Taragi, Uugo, Allure, Magnar, so on and so forth. If you do not want this, I'm happy to pass it down to the next person. Also, thank you for the follow. Nico said you missed out on this one. Big Don, you can enter in the next one. We're going to do another one. Probably do another one in the next 30 minutes. You can pass it down. Okay. Leo. I think you were next, my man. Do not want this. I want the next one. Yeah, fair enough. But we're giving this one a count. The other account is even better. It's got like 10 or 11 Legos on it. Alright, next up is Ebony. Just gotta get past again. Alright. Anybody who wants this account, they can have it. If not, we'll keep it and we'll keep logging in on it, give it away one day. Can I get it? Yes, you can, Big John. I just sent my Discord. Message me on Discord and I can change the email over. All right. So this is that account that we're giving away to Big Don. I'll show you guys the other account, but we're going to do a little playing around before we give it away. Can't give away all the free stuff at once because I've learned that you guys will just leave, and that's lame. I'm trying to hang out and play Raid together. Is that an option? No, of course not, especially not for you. So this is the other account we're giving away. This is my full free-to-play account. Only the losers leave after giveaways, I agree. So if we sort by rarity, Ezio, Harima, Cheshire Cat, Tholin, Lysandra, Nari, Kantra, Tatsu, Shayak, Uugo, Wallmaster. So 4, 8, 11 legendaries. And then obviously a ton of epics. How do you feel about swapping a Mikage account for your free-to-play? I'm not swapping anything. I'll give away this account. If you want to donate me a Mikage account, feel free to do that. Interesting. DM me that screenshot of that account. Mikage account is juicy. Yeah, I don't know if I saw your Mikage account. Yeah, this is a pretty great free-to-play account. We started with Tholin to Hanorok, and we got Ezio for free, obviously. But we pulled Lysandra very early, and then Kantra very early. We got very lucky, and I was like, well, this is 2 Legos, but it's not good Legos. So I wasn't like super excited, but then... Then we pulled the Harima. That's when we decided we were sticking with this account. And then we got Wallmaster from my Prism. Only Lego I recognized Lysandra if she was insane back in 2019 with the Farm Arena. She's still great in the arena. Harima is insane. Ezio is brand new from the Assassin's Creed collaboration. Cheshire Cat is good, but more late game. Tholin is insane. Damage dealer. Nori is not great. Kantra is mid, Tatsu is bad, but Tatsu can be in the Mikage fusion. If that's kind of what you're banking on there. We're 3 epics away, 3 epics and 3 rares away from getting Mikage, which could be very soon, could be 2 years, you never know. HBK Grand is here. Hello. Great Hydro Provoker in. Address Potential. Great Hydro Provoker. Yeah. She can be good, but like that's a pretty niche use case for someone way down the line, right? So let me change this login info real quick. And then I know I need to do some Chimera. This is an account you pulled a Mikage on? It says you still have Mikage as a fusion. So this account, Mikage Nishak Ninja, Tagoar, Uugo, Wukong, Seeker, Rathalos, Artak. The clicking, sorry dude. I did say they missed out on the 5-star XS sold, that is a bummer. Thanks, Big Don. Well, Master plus Harima's crack combo for Hydra. True. Forgot I had Demytha in my vault. My playoffs count at 1 keyed hard with no masters and Demytha. Wow. How can I get my double mana team from 50 to 55 mana key to 1 key? Should I try and get all them 100% crit rate? Yeah, but it's just very difficult. Double mana is like not a very fast team, and it's very, very difficult unless you have crazy gear or crazy champions to get 70 million. There's more login like this in the vault. So what do you guys think? I guess the question is up to y'all. So we can give away my free-to-play or this Wixwood account. Has UDK and Rhonda in the vault as well as Alice. So we have this account that has a pulled Mikage and Ninja, which means you have a chance of getting another one. I think I would rather this one, but it's not for me. It's a giveaway for you guys. Also, Frogman, thank you for the follow. Sean, thank you for sub on YouTube. Would you rather the free-to-play or this account? That account much better? Does everyone else agree? Mikage. Yosho Sam. I'll die anyhow. Alright. Then we will give away the Mikage account in a bit. It's settled. The email's changeable to Salta with my second email. Freak is here. What's up? Alright, so let's go main account. Let's get my Chimera team humming. My Mikage built. My Ninja built. Ruella's almost for sure not built. Her gear gets moved around a lot. It's just like a preset that's high accuracy, high speed, so used by a lot of people. Mikage Ninja is crazy. That's such a great start. Oella. Lydia. I think Lydia stays in her gear pretty much. I think we're good. Forgot to do Hydra yesterday, I'm an idiot. Alright, what I'm trying to see is for that free-to-play account, is it a real login or is it another fake email? Alright, which account should we play on? We've got my Vestel account, we got the Geo account, or should we play on my Class Egg account? I feel like we should play on my Class Egg account. Thanks for the entertainment. Yeah, man, thank you for hanging out. Have a great night. So this account, I want to build an arena team, and I need to fix my clan boss team. Trying to get to Nightmare Clan Boss. Would you replace anyone on this team? Ezio, Corvus, Pelops, Venomage, Deacon. I mean, those are all amazing champions for Clan Boss. Depends on who you have as options. You have a lot of poison, but they're all amazing. So we have a Demitha and a Klazag. Klazag is 4-turn cooldown, unkillable. But the speeching part is an issue. I really just need a Demitha, or not a Demitha, a Doom Priest. I don't have a Doom Priest. So I'm trying to make it work with, I tried to make it work with Anchorite, and that wasn't great. So I think we're gonna make it work with Sanguinia. So this team, we had to be a little creative because again, Klazag's not in the calculator, much to my chagrin. This is basically a Hellcat team. I want to say it's a slow Hellcat. So it's like this, but then I've got Doom Priest in the marked slot. Demitha in the mark slot so that I can get her to A3 and protect us from the stun. So then I just need a champion to protect us from actually getting stunned. And so trying Sanguinia, but it's not great. There's just like not many options on this account. This account has some great champions, just not block debuff champions. It's marked or Sanguinia. I don't know why I thought Sanguinia was 2 turns. But marked does the same thing. So why do we level with Sanguinia? Obviously Spirit Affinity is still gonna wreck us. Because we can only get this to protect us from the stun. I cannot remember right now where Anchorite goes. This has been such a freaking nightmare, honestly. So Ezio is 161. Maybe this isn't the right speed tune because none of. Oh, it's because we have a speed aura. That's part of the issue of why this has been so difficult to attune because everyone has 19 more speed. So 19% extra speed in the battle. Hellcat is, not Hellcat, obviously it's Klazag, but 228. And then 188 for this champion, which is here, 176. Is it the right slot? team might gain speed when you ascend him. That's true. That's true. Very true. That might throw off the speed tune. I don't know who is in that slot in terms of ranges. Warboy is very fast. 179, so 158 probably. This guy is Xenomorph. 158. And then Demitha's already in that slot. So then Anchorite 176. That's here 161. Okay, so this is kind of what the speed tune looks like. Obviously Helicath is Klazag, but they both have 4 turn cooldowns. So instead of block damage for 2 turns, it's unkillable for 2 turns. So that part works. We need Demitha to be pushed so that she does it here, which is part of why this can't be a full auto team. Or can be, I think. Maybe it can't be, I don't know, it depends on this. Oh, I think that's what we were trying to do, right? I think we wanted this Warboy to be Sanguinia. Sanguinia in here? She is. And it is her... Oh, frickin' my team died. That's why we play 2 accounts at once, because that team is annoying and it dies, and it feels really stupid when you sit there for 45 minutes just to watch it fail over and over again. It's a 2. Prioritize. So I would like her to do... Oh, wait, that's the wrong person. Wait a second. Is this throwing it off? Do you gain turn meter or something? This threw the whole speed tune off. Helicath is no longer going here. What happened? Frick. This is Xeno. I'm so confused. I need to change your names. Xeno's 158. Okay, so that's what it was. So 175 true speed, so I need to keep her under that. I think her base speed is very high. Okay, that's what it was. Thank goodness. I was getting very scared. This is a number 1 ability. Okay, so I want her to A2 here. What the frick is happening? A2 gain turn meter? Why is this throwing off the speed tune so much? I'm very confused. Like, why is her, when she uses her A2, oh, maybe a buffing thing? Maybe you get over 10 buffs? I want her to A2 right here. What's interesting is this would actually work pretty well too. We would just change the method to go here. Alright, so we're going to turn this ability off to make things a little more straightforward. I really don't understand why that's happening. This is when I want her to place it. But it needs to look like this. Sam the Stumped Man, exactly. Oh my gosh, I'm about to get really stumped if this team keeps dying. Glysad, I didn't check. Assuming he's geared though, I think it's just bad luck. And I need to rebuild my Chimera team with Androck in it. But even that's only temporary until I get Titus. Okay, what if we throw the speed down 1? And then jump this up 1. It still messes it up. Horizon Fusion does have a Get Fusion token. Interesting. Maybe it does for you. Doesn't. Yeah, that's what I said. That's what we said, Matt. We tested and it said it does not have to get fusion token. Yeah, neither does Mikage. It's just like current temporary fusions. Well, then there's no reason to not do it with Marked. Let's see if Marked works better. The same thing. I don't understand why it's doing that. Can anyone explain to me why when Marked uses her block debuffs ability, it ruins Spirit? Okay. Okay. This is a little bit better. So I want her to A3 here. And Demitha A2 here, right? So block debuffs for one turn. Demitha extends. So everyone else has it for 2 turns. So Demitha is the only person who will not have block debuffs up for this stun. So Demitha can't take this stun, right? So let's hypothetically say, it's so much more complicated than that though. Not wearing a lot, to be fair. 159, is that too fast? Definitely too fast. Way too fast. So let's just try and move her 3 speed down and see if the run works. Well, I guess the other things we need to test is like their new true speed. So there is no Doom Priest. The champion who's 176 is Xenomorph? Who is it? Xeno, Demitha, Clazag. What am I an idiot? Is it Mikey? It's literally Ezio and Xeno, so... Not going great, guys. To do clan boss takeovers for other people, just not for myself. So previously Anchorite was in this fusion, or this team. He was not working consistently because we had to do stun targeting, and the stun targeting wasn't working very well. So what I need, and I can't even use the optimizer because you have 2 accounts running, is for one of the DPS to go up to a 176. I don't like this. Xenomorph has a base speed of 102. He's gonna have 1 speed set. No Lord of Steel. I think we can get this all the way up to 35, so that's 11 more speed. Which should be 169, and we need 6 more speed. Is there 6 speed to lift or roll? A little bit of speed to roll. I think we can get 6 speed. Alright, we're risking it, guys. Doesn't feel great, but we're risking it. Really not really. We need 6, so we'd love to see 3, 4, 5. 5 is wonderful. 5 is scary, actually. Let's see if that messes things up. It doesn't currently. So this is a 174. Okay, that does mess things up. Do we need 1 or 2 more speed? Does it mess us up if we go over? Not particularly. So we can glyph a 1 through 3. I'd like to see 1 or 2. I think that's perfect. We have a 176 speed Xenomorph, which works. So then I need a 150. Yeah. Is it bad that I still have not beaten Amy, so normal one account that is a year one? Yes, it is. Especially on normal. Hard, understandably, he's a hard boss, but normal you definitely should have. Okay, so marked, we just need 3 less speed. Sounds like, well, I can say we can flip this 1, but that's a tougher ask than we think. So can we find anything with 3 speed on it? Probably not. Bingo. And then remove this. Am I stupid? I'm stupid. I need to drop 3 and I just dropped 1. Manage, remove. 8. You can take a 5 and then 4 and 4, I guess. There's a 3. 5. There's a 5. 3 speed here. I don't understand the boss. Yeah, it's super confusing, dude. It's my least favorite boss in the game. Okay, let's just try this and see what works. Hypothetically, if Doom Priest doesn't, or Demitha doesn't take the stun, then this can work. Not saying we need anymore. That was literally a waste of a 5-star champion. It's just we'll check on my Emir team. Looks like it's surviving at least. Okay, so Helikath, or in this case Klazag, opens up with his A3. Xenomorph just A1s every single time. Demitha's supposed to A1 there. Demitha's not fast enough. So fun, dude. Love making clan boss teams from scratch. It's my dream. Okay, Demitha is 157. Where did my calculator go? What the heck? Where's my calculator at? There it is. I'm an idiot, dude. We need her to be 174. Dang it. Oh, it's because the speed's set. I was like, wait, why is that so far off? It shouldn't be. It's only because it was the wrong set. Okay. 2 more speed, is that an issue? Doesn't look like it. Currently I'm doing the Myth Air team. Do you think Fuxian would do more damage compared to Geo? No, but a Myth Fu team would do more damage in that team. We sub out Deacon for Fuxian. If you have the better gear you have, the more damage Fuxian will do, because Fuxian does do very, very good damage, but Geomancer is amazing for 99% of teams. Alright, so try again. A3, let's check my... Okay, good. Chimera team still living. Damage dealer, Demitha, A1. Okay, so far so good. DPS, do it as you will, which should just be a A3, I think, or A2. Marked in this case. It's going to A2. Isaac, decrease defense and weaken. 1. Damage deals damage is dependent on his gear, but he does a lot of damage even if he has bad gear because of his reflect. So instead of Deacon, replace with who? So there's a Myth Fu team, right? Which is like, it was the best unkillable team for a little while. So it's still Demitha, Ares, and Seeker, but instead of Deacon, you use Fushen. He brings decreased defense as well. So you can do this with Geomancer, and you just go faster. And Fushen will outdamage Deacon. But I think the speeds are different. Alright, now this is... Where are we at? Turn count 1. Demitha's turn 2. You do have to survive some of these initial hits to get into sync, which has been an issue too. There is a Myth Air Deacon tune on that one. Deacon's in the regular Myth Air. Gene. So we're talking about upgrading our team. Marked A1. Wait, a 3-turn delay is not the same thing as a 0-turn delay? I'm stupid. Oh well. Demitha A3. Klazag's the only one taking damage here. And Demitha can't take this stun. Klazag can. Can he? Can he? So that's part of the issue, right? I can fix this. Me running this on auto cannot fix this. So that first stun is an issue. Guess I just want to see it through to make sure that it does run. Turn count 3, marked A1. 1. He should have just placed it right there, which means we're probably going to die on the next wave. 3. Can't place it there, even though on auto that's what it would do. Alright, can increased defense keep us alive? For now. Actually, this might work, because Demitha will A3 us. But the thing is, we can't control that stun on that first stun ability, and that's what's doing us in. And we can't control it here either. So yeah, Demitha takes it, which means that we're off again. Oh, dude. I literally just need a Doom Priest for this account. I hate the true speed garbage. I might just leave it. The calculation of others, that's very annoying. I agree. You're watching me deal with this right now, man. I have such amazing champions, and I can't figure out a 2-key Ultra team. Like, I'm very close to just re-getting everyone just fast and throwing them in a team. Stun targeting is B, man. It is awful. And then it's so much more difficult when you use a speed lead like Ezio. Augusta and hey bro, how are you? Greetings from Argentina. I am good, man. How are you? I'm a little frustrated at the moment because I can't make this team work. But in general, things are good. Caretaker, are you doing a 2-key right now, or are you doing a 1-key? Yeah, if you're doing a 1-key, I wouldn't be super worried about it. But like now we're losing protection for the stun again. So the stun can go on Klazag, or the stun can go on Demitha and just screw us. We can hit Tholin, Packmaster, Doggo, Slick Track, and Deacon. Yeah, that's very brute forced. And Demitha goes down, yeah. Just don't like that to keep on scrolling to the bottom of the list to see if I hit the CB on that stage yet. I don't think this lived the full turns. I don't know what you mean, Caretaker, I'm confused. Scroll to the bottom of what? we keep this, right? Yeah. It's not our best key, but it's fine. The thing is, when I was just running random ones, we were like 1 keying brutal, so I don't think we're going to be like super close to 2 keying Ultra Nightmare. Baston said, I have a really hard time understanding English, but I always watch all your videos. They help me a lot to start playing. Well, good. I'm glad to hear that. I think you can auto-dub them to Spanish, at least on YouTube. To be fair, half the champions aren't really geared well. Not great options. Alright, once that other Chimera run is done, on my main account, we will do our giveaway and call the stream. When you look at the CB damage, you see all your clanmates that are higher than you. Oh, gotcha. No, that's totally fair. I get what you're saying. Marcus is here. HCIM Shaman, thank you for the follow.
Emotional damage.
Can we take on a Predator? Maybe. I think only maybe because we can keep unkillable on us. That's the only way it's possible. I also got rid of his veil, so that helps. I went over 43 in reroll. Marcus, I'm so sorry. I went 3 for 60, so I did better, but not by a ton. Not great. Yeah, stun is huge. There we go. Couldn't log in my other Twitch account. Oh, I just saw regular shaman. Well, welcome, man. We're just as happy that the fake you is here as the real you. I really do like this account, and there's so many fun options. I just need to start like gear farming for real and building for real. Vinalicia is huge. So I have 3 like fun meta champions that I don't have on my main account. Vinalicia, Klazag, and Bayek. But it's just tough going back to an account like this. It just is not very set up or progressed. Like there's not that many speed boots, and there's not that much like I need to build out faction wars. And I really need to start playing this account like it's my main. Gosh, dude, Mikey is so frustrating early game. His shields are big, he's resisting everything, and he is... his shield is bigger than any of the damage we're doing for the most part. I think we still win this, it'll just be slow. But at least his animations are sick, too. Can we be the Joan team? Hone's girlfriend? Gear farming is what sucks. I have 1 or 2 small accounts. I'm probably gonna play with the gear. Yeah, exactly. You're so far back. Did you play any of the reroll accounts you made? I have one of the reroll accounts I am playing. We pulled multiple Legos on it. You know what I just realized? I now need to do 3 fusions on 2 accounts to go get my goat on the 4th fusion to both get to complete the dog. Yeah, exactly. Did I tell you I have Joan? No, you told me you love Joan. I didn't know you have her. Did you pull on one of your accounts? Did you get the Joan one from the free-to-play challenge? this guy. Manage pull mythical besides Mikage. Well, Mikage is better than most of the mythicals, if we're being honest. But that is unfortunate. Ooh. I think Violet beats us there. Lazarius then Joe. Wow. On your main account, home? Vo Real, thank you for the follow. We got a lot of follows this stream. Thank you guys so much. We got like 15 new follows this stream. People are here for the free stuff. That isn't true. Sorry, what do you mean? We did not get a ton of new follows? Or did I say something that was wrong? Are you saying that the Real said thanks for all the videos? Of course, man. You're talking about the Mikage? No, she's not the best mythical. I said she's better than a lot of mythicals. Well, thank you, Real. I appreciate that. No, on one of the junk accounts, I was just logging in for the free prisms. Wow, dude. Well, that's awesome. So Lazarius and Joan on the same account or on different accounts? Either way, that's amazing. Wow. Interesting. All right. Let's take a look-see. Raid Shadow Legends mythical tier list. I'm trying to see if there's a... Here's the nubs list. Let's see if there's an actual like tier list maker. We could check out several people's. S tier: Siegfried, Gauthier, Crixia, Mikage. Over Alaz, Tashiro, Lazarius, and Gizmak. Incommodus, Garo, and Arbais. And nice Carnage and Androck. I don't know if I agree with that. I definitely agree that Mikage is better than Mesmel, Froni, and Aphidus. 100%. Sammy is here. Hello, hello. Love starting new accounts is a ton of fun. I think that she's better than Calamitous. Yeah, this is good post buff, but I still would take a Mikage. And Ashnar, it's actually close. I like Ashnar a lot. So yeah, I don't love Nub's list. Let's see what Ayumi Love has to say. Interesting. Very, very different list. This has Mezamel, Fjorad, and Froni at the bottom. Androck, Aphidus, Polera, Calamitous, and Toshiro in B. Mikage in A. She's got incredible. I don't think so, dude. I think so. Let's talk about areas that she's amazing. She's amazing in Fire Knight. She's basically the best ally attacker in the game. She's amazing in Woodswall team. She's basically the best buff extender in the game. She's amazing in any control area because she's got that massive stun and turn meter manipulation. I think she's one of the best Grim Forest champions. I think she's one of the best Cursed City champions. I think she's one of the best Hard Faction Wars champion. She's also insane synergy with Ninja as well. I use her with Ninja. I don't have to shoot her. I agree to some degree that she's gotten crept. She's one of the best buff strippers if you want to use an arena. My biggest thing with her, she's so versatile. See, I don't think that's true. Who has an ally attack and a full AoE stun? Right? Who also has a... there's 6 things that are amazing that she does on her kit. I was gonna say we can look on here, but they're still playing. I tried the Harvest Jack link. Nice, man. Yeah, Harvest Jack is fun. Draco, thank you for the follow. Yeah, that is true. You can't really book mythicals. They're very difficult to book. So, Well, not if you have Ninja Toshiro. You can ally attack every turn because she does it on her A1 as well. See, Nice is probably the best mythical, but he's not that great in PvE. I think Mikage is for sure better than Nice in PvE. I have both. I test both like regularly. I love Nice. Nice is my main arena champion. Toshiro is just upgraded Ninja, basically. He stacks his own attack. Where is it at? It increases his champion's attack and HP percent by 5%, up to 100% extra, and his damage based on attack and HP. And then Mikage just brings him in. This is a nuke, and this is a nuke. So I agree. So one thing that I will say is Mikage is a jack of all trades, master of none, right? So Nice is better in the arena than Mikage is anywhere. But Mikage is such a high-ranked mythical, an S-tier mythical to me, because she's good in every area of the game. I wonder. If there is one on the tier maker. All right, here we go. Androck is amazing. I'm a big fan of Androck. So, Alaz is awesome, but to me, he's kind of here. I take Mikage for sure. Maybe Scratch has a tier list. You know he does. Looks like him and Drock. Oh, him and Ash. Are they just yapping? They're not actually going to put it on a tier list or write it out anywhere? I'm not watching that, dude. I'm not watching an hour and 11-minute video. Is it starting from the worst? Valera near the worst. Mezamel. Arachoa. Androck, that feels a little bit low. Aphidus is bad. Alaz is not great. Toshiro, Commodus, Ashnar. Calamitous, that seems high. Arbais, that seems a little high. Carnage is great. Mikage better than Carnage, dude. I mean, that's over halfway through the video. Not as good as Joan, not as good as Empress. I agree with both of those things. Not as good as Gizmac. Gallius, I'm not a huge fan of, but I get it. Not as good as Nell. I agree with that, but this is putting him over half. I think Ash is a Calamitous Dan, I believe it. Not as good as Nice, not as good as Theodosia, not as good as Siegfried. I agree. But that's still better than most of them. Or at least what was in the very middle. Where was she? Yeah, better than Carnage. 40 minutes into an hour and 11-minute video. I mean, I think she is better than most. Androck is PvE only. He's amazing. I think Aphidus is one of the worst ones. I've never used Arbais. I've never used Jones. So it's hard for me to rate some of these. See, Commodus is really PvP only. I think she's pretty similar to Mikage. So I haven't tested half of them, right? This is super roughly. You have to base your tier list on PvP centric or PvE. I agree. I think that makes more sense. If we did a PvP rankings, then I'd have Mikage probably down here in good ones. And PvE rankings, I'd probably have her either in double S or S. I've heard Gyro does smack, so I think I'd be happy to move them up. So many of them I haven't tested, right? So it's hard for me to rank them. And guys, this was a 30-second. So yeah, I think PvP for sure. I think PvP, the landscape looks completely different. But the thing is, like for that account that we just gave away, for example, Mikage is arguably the best champion you could pull for progression. Huge for clan boss damage, huge for Fire Knight, huge for every single dungeon, but huge for arena. Huge accuracy aura. Tractor Farmer, you've missed one giveaway, we have one more to go. But AoE stun, huge for control, like big for every single area of the game. I agree she falls off a little bit in-game. Her books are not needed. She's amazing. That account has Mikage and Ninja, so that's going to be legitimately a perfect pairing. She's part of how I hit 1 billion damage on Clan Boss. She's part of how I hit 1 billion damage on Hydra. No other champion I've had can do that. And I have 9 mythicals, 10 mythicals, 11 mythicals, something like that. Senator, you welcome. It is we got a screenshot of it somewhere. It's, funnily enough, a Mikage Ninja account. So Mikage, Nishak, Loki, Koragar, Uko, Wukong, Uugo, Seeker, Rathalos, Elenaro, Artak, Coldheart, Moss Mage, Venomage, Visix, Astralon, Syl, Skeletor, Hackhorn, Erix, Ezio, Artak. Not Artak. Artor. Yehudex Artor. My first mythical is going to be nice. I don't even want to do LA. Or you don't have to do Live Arena, but I tell you, Live Arena is a lot more fun if you have... nice. I am a big fan of Kurosa. I did that one takeover with her, and I had a blast. I thought she was so cool. Granted, I don't know if she's like... That guy had not great gear at all, so I don't know what it looks like on a normal account or my account, but her kit's cool. Her kit is very cool. So if you have 4 allies alive, she just straight up receives 60% less damage. So in Hydra, you can receive 75% less damage. Taunt, Fortify, Unkillable, and everyone else. So that's what we use for the Clan Boss team. Turtles is fun for sure. Full Cleanse, Buff Strip and Shield, and then AoE, and A1, Big Heal. I thought she was a ton of fun. And then this ability is when people start dying, she starts killing people. I don't know how good she is, but she was very cool. 7 Oriana, thank you for the follow. Alright, we can do our giveaway. Turtles, that's funny. What do you got against the turtles, man? Just because you don't have them? Alright, so Sand the Raid Man. I think we can hit Brutal. He seems like she would be good with the turtles, I could see that. I'm just mad I don't have any other than Mikey. That's unfortunate. You definitely should have had Donnie. No excuse for that. I was telling everybody who would listen to go for Donatello. Alright. Coming back to that account, just not tonight. Did you bring back the turtles so I can get Donnie and Raph? Yeah, they would make a lot of money if they did, but they won't. People would wail out for the turtles, just knowing how much those accounts are worth now and how much people would be willing for them. They might, but I don't think so. Brought back Ninja, true, but Ninja's a lot cheaper than Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Alright, let's do our next giveaway. Again, I'll show that screenshot in just a minute. If you guys want to get involved, !play on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, you got a few minutes to hop on over. Twitch.tv/SamTheRaidMan. If you want to race and not win the account, that's totally fine. You can just race for fun and give it to somebody else. That happened in the last race several times. And that screenshot. Mikage is the big draw. Mikage Ninja and some good chimps. See if it'll like take the people off. Here, reset. How do you start this over? Oh, this is their save ones, right? I wonder if this is their, like, oh, these are 2 different people. Okay. Interesting. Joan down here in C. Joan down here, up here in S. Very different. Trying to see what, like, discrepancies they have. Commodus and double S feels a little crazy. It's interesting that you would think Toshiro is so high and Mikage is so low. Smooth Dolphin, Draco Unluck, Frogman, and Apoctu, first time chatters. Welcome along. We got 26 racers in here. This might be a record. That is a ton. And then I will join to make it 27. Can we get to 30? We'll give everyone like one more minute. Yeah, this is interesting. Maybe I think about it and sit down and make some like focus on the list. I'd also have to like read up on everyone's kit. Bets on if Hone dies. True. The Doge is pretty amazing. Ember's pretty amazing. Jonah's not F2. I agree. It's a interesting opinions. I love Bodies and Mythical Chat, one of the worst ones. LOL. Yeah, my first one was Gallius pre-buff, and he was awful. And then I had Mikage, and then I pulled. Who was my second? Was it Nice? But I pulled 2 Galliuses and 2 Nice, and obviously Nice is amazing. All right, one more, and then we get to 30. Yeah, I would love to play with Joan. I only put Frony and Mercy, who's still not great. Yeah, Frony's not great. Frony's pretty consensus like bottom of the barrel. I know that Frony can hit hard, but that's not enough for a mythical champion. I need to retest Gallius. I really hold such an illogical hate for Gallius in my heart that I have yet to let go of. This one of the mythicals I have soul for. That's the main reason I want Toshiro, is because I have a 6-star soul for Toshiro that I'm waiting for. I wish my jump wasn't for a level 5 account. Yeah, you should level it up. If not, I will, because that would be a fun account to play. Gallius is the cock. All right, guys, we need one more. We got to get to 30, and then we'll call it a race. Exclamation mark play. It's currently storming outside right now. How's a Dragonheart team? Ezio, Mithrala, Syl, Necmo, Lydia. Syl's not great unless you just need her for the stuns on the waves. I assume... Yeah, it's a good team. Alright, you got double poison and Ezio, Mithrala. Ezio's poison's not amazing for Dragon, but it can work. Just for stuns on the waves, yeah. It's a great team. You got debuffer, you got 2 increased speed champions, but you have 1 decreased speed for the waves. Necmo is probably the most removable because you already have a speed aura, you already have increased speed. So you're getting the turn meter fill and then the decreased speed, which can't be placed on the boss, so just decreased speed for the waves. So arguably like an AoE nuker could be better, or another AoE control champion. Alright guys, we got 36 people in here. I need one more person to type exclamation mark play. 30 would be a record. OB Gaming, first time chat. 30, let's do it. Chimera is done, we can mark that as done. Alright, start. I'm gonna bring in a Cavalax, but he seems useless, LOL. I don't think so, especially if you have an Arachnid Elixir, it can help you get through the waves. But also Cavalax and Ezio play together super nice because Ezio can explode Cavalax's poisons, arguably one-shotting the wave, especially if you can bring in an Arachnid Elixir, which is like my favorite relic in the game. I got 6-star soul for Hierophant Lazarus. Yeah, I have a 6-star soul for Toshiro, which is why I'm waiting for Toshiro. Because I think with Toshiro I can do over 1 billion in Hydra and regular clan boss. Again. Try the dog instead of Necmo. Okay, yeah. Crocad's awesome. I hit up Cavalax as an instant ban. I love any champion that becomes an instant ban because people just draft their teams poorly. I get to draft the exact 4 that I want, throw Cavalax in there, and I get to keep the 4 I want. Well, I'm going to ban one of the people that will mess up his team. I honestly get sad when they let Cavalax through a lot of times, because if they let Cavalax through, then it knows that they're in Stone Skin or Immortal or Immunity or something. Alright, good luck everyone. We got 30 racers competing for this Mikage Ninja account. With Mercurial not scared of him anymore, exactly. It would be better the Arachne Elixir and Cavalax, yeah, because you want it to be on the person placing the poison. Etio's only placing a few, and you don't really care about the person exploding them as much. And Cavalax is placing them on all three, like both waves and the boss. Currently, Smoke in the lead. Everyone else pretty close. Vika's bringing up the rear, but everyone else is kind of in this one big clump, except for Smoke and Vikas. Whenever I see Vikas' name, I think of Vilkas from Skyrim. Only finishing in the back, so wouldn't expect anything else. Do I spy Torlek anymore? Yep, near the back. You're right, buddy. You know yourself. Alright, Center D through pretty quickly. W Lex. Hodge and Smoke through here pretty quickly. I don't even know what's going on down. Oh, landed in a... two. Center D looking good. W Lex, Smooth, Dolphin, 7 Oriana, and Jean looking solid. Uh-oh, we got a few people going up top. Oh my goodness gracious. I missed it. Sam the Raid Man and Cad with a lot of letters. And Navinia. Smoke is dead. First death, I think. Uh-oh, not the last death. There goes Hone. Hone died. Who bet on that? Caretaker's dead. Apoctu is dead. Marcus is dead. A lot of people died there. Wow. Makage account, let's go. Haven't seen Avani. Tractor Farmer is dead. Carolina Blue is dead. Wow. Scott is dead. CJ's dead. That's what you get for giving up the previous one, CJ. Not my best moment. We really should have taken a prediction. Will Hone die or not? Alright, who can fall through? W Lex looking good. Almost at the finish line. You guys making a push back, but it looks like W Lex has kind of got nobody in his way. Seems his to lose unless he bounces off. Congratulations, W Lex. Cad coming in here. Did I fly again? I haven't seen Zenshi in here. No, you're still back there. Cad, Frogman, Synergy, Sam the Raid Man. Number 1 and number 5 today, doing pretty well. Navinia, Arthas, Vika, 7 Oriana, and Dracoon Lock. Jean finishing. Zico looking like you're gonna be able to finish. Good day for Zico. Traded, well, got one new account, got rid of one old account, got a clan boss takeover. Prime Penny Beaver, Legolas finishing. Ebony finishing. Zenshi said near the back. Will Zenshi finish is the question. Alright, found the tube. Feels pretty good. The firewall still a ways away, I think. I lost it. There it is. Yeah, I think you got this. I think Zenshi can bring up the rear. 21st out of 30th. Boom, look at that. That's a win, exactly. So RIP to our 9 people that died, including Hone. Almost a third of the group lost, which is pretty exciting. WLX, you did respond, okay. So yeah, WLX, message me on Discord, and we will get that account over to you. Then she said I'm first. You were the first in terms of the not dead ones. So congratulations, that'll be a fun Mikage Ninja starter account. And then, do I have anything for the fusion I need to do tonight? Gear enhancement, we have time. And yeah, we're good. Okay, cool. Then I am gonna be off. I gotta edit my Star Wars video before I go to bed. Thank you guys for hanging out. We had good numbers all night, about 50, 60 people the whole time. Tons of new follows here on Twitch, which is awesome. Yeah, gear enhancement sucks. Anyways, it was fun hanging out. I don't know when I'm streaming again.